show. It was like bumper cars. He loves vehicles, he loves racing, and I, like, before we went on the date, I researched everyone that's ever died in the last 5 years. what broken bones they had, what are the, like, potentials, what are the risks, what are, like, the safety issues, and I knew every story in the past, like, 5 to 10 years. And Pauly was like, you have to let go and learn to just, like, enjoy a moment, stop needing to control everything and, like, risk analyze everything.
What was that special thing that drew you to Pauly?
His wit.
His wit.
Yeah, he's very funny. Obviously, everyone knows that, but he's witty. It's not just somebody that can tell a joke. It's somebody that has to have a complete awareness of a room to say the level of joke that he says. So that attracted me immediately. His wit, his talent. He's incredibly talented. You know, a lot of times everyone's only saw him in one light with the Jersey Shore, and he's a complete person that had, you know, many talents and passions and everything long before he was involved in that platform.
Right.
And him and I were both part of really epic groups in MTV's history. I mean, it started with The Real World, it went to Making the Band, it went to Jersey Shore, and now it's Teen Mom. Those are we all have had 6 seasons. They're all signature group shows on MTV. So we had a lot of the same experiences.
Without dishing too much on what's going to happen during the season of your show, what would you say you found out about yourself going through the course of production?
I was just telling them I've been so used to controlling my career and controlling every factor and risk assessing and fixing problems that it's hard for me to, like, soften up and let a man be the man and me be the woman. And I was telling them the thought of even that made me cringe as a feminist because I don't like gender specific ideas. But there's something to softening yourself in general and allowing people to come into your heart and teach you things and not think that you know everything. So when I allowed myself to be vulnerable and exposed myself to the uncomfortable feeling of not being in control, I ended up finding a man that I'm in love with.
That's exciting for you.
It's exciting for you, yeah.
I just like how you glowed when you said that.
Yeah, we're really happy. This is the happiest I've been in a relationship, and we've fought to get here.
Wow.
It hasn't been easy.
You both are so recognizable. Have you been able to do it? Well, obviously you don't want to disclose too much of the show, so you can't really do too much out in the public eye. You know, what's a fun night for you guys when you want to get out of the house without being so recognized?
Well, Pauly and I are the most adventurous people, and so every time I go, we're always in Vegas. For the most part, he lives out there. So we do everything from, like, going in cages with lions to racing. He's got like 25 bikes. He's taken me on half of them so far, and that was something I was not comfortable with, and I love it now. We go out on the quads. We go to we are big fans of the Dine Dash. What is it? The Dine Dinner?
Dine and Dash?
Oh my God. So
goodness.
We go and look it up and we find all the restaurants that we haven't tried, and we go to like 3 new restaurants every day.
That's cool.
We go on adventures. We're like at a place where we really want to enjoy life with someone that we can share the same joy and experience with. So
Probably easier in Vegas too than LA.
Right.
we do, but we still, everybody's always like, oh my God, Jersey Shore cabs are here. He gets recognized way more than I do, which is
Is he still rocking the?
No.
Okay.
He's changed his hair now, but he still has his signature look.
Do you get to play with his hair?
All the time, and when it's soft, it's the best. When we first got in the house, I was like, babe, you don't need 1 can of hairspray per day. He used an entire can of hairspray every day. It was insane.
Oh, yeah.
And I finally got him off like the hard, like brittle spray. I got him on like some Aubrey texture spray. But his soft hair is the best. He has so much hair.
Because he's so cute. So thank you. Thank
He
you.
has so much hair and it's beautiful. It's best when it's soft, but he won't do that in public just yet.
You're such a talented singer, and he's a DJ. Have you guys ever spent a night like kind of collaborating, working?
All the time. You know, he's got a DJ booth in his house, and sometimes we'll just get like inspired. We'll start talking about music, or we'll watch a performance, or we'll like we share music all day long. I love music. Aside from being in music, I love music. I'm a huge fan of music and all kinds of different artists. So I'm like always wanting to share what I've found, and all my friends are like, "Okay, Aubrey, I don't need to hear about the latest independent artist. That's so amazing that you just found." and I don't need to hear about the production and the drum beat and how they made this song. I don't want to hear about it, so I'll be like, so we share music, and he will DJ like I'd say at least 2 to 3 nights out of every week that I'm there. He goes in his room and just like gets captivated by music. I always try to keep him on like R&B 90s. I'm not really into the house music.
Right.
When he goes on that, I'm
No
like,
fist pump.
yeah. I'm like, hey, reel it in. That's not my favorite. I want us to go back to the 90s R&B, and then he'll play me sets and I'll dance. We're like silly.
What's something that you like to bump that people would be surprised at? Like, Aubrey's not bumping
Like a guilty pleasure.
like this in the car or something.
Ever since being with Shannon and Dumb Blonde, who is my bandmate from Danity Kane, she loves country music, and she took me.
Country for a while.
She was, yeah. And then she took me to Stagecoach, and I was like, what? There's not gonna be anything I enjoy here. And then I saw a cowboy in tight pants, and I was like, hell yeah.
This works.
Yeah, where am I at?
And then I saw like some of the performers, and the music was positive. There wasn't anything about slapping big booties or like bouncing it up and down and whatever.
Right.
It was like these life stories being told, and the guys were good old boys, and the lady, and they, whether it's true or not, it felt like a grown-up place to be, and it felt like I was learning something. It felt more intellectual than like when I'm listening to R&B music. Not necessarily all R&B music, lately R&B music.
Yeah.
R&B music in the 90s was emotional.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
They were
Exactly.
saying some real shit then. It's not like that anymore, but it was at a point, and the lyrics were fantastic. But yeah, so I'd say country music. I'll like.
You probably would be good at it. If you try a little bit.
I'll let Shannon do it. I'm not, at this age, I have no interest in doing things I'm not great at.
Right.
What's the point? I'd rather watch somebody who is.
These old boots, Shannon featuring Aubrey.
Right? I can't ever be a feature though. It's not gonna happen.